Anders Behring Breivik, among other people, blames something he calls cultural Marxism for a process he identifies as the creeping Islamization of Europe. Cultural Marxism. Well, let me just go over a few quotes from Karl Marx himself. I've actually in previous videos said that I don't believe that cultural Marxism has anything to do with Karl Marx, but here's some actual quotes from Karl Marx. Religion is the impotence of the human mind to deal with occurrences it cannot understand. Religion is the sigh of the oppressed creature, the heart of a heartless world, and the soul of soulless conditions. It is the opium of the masses. The first requisite for the happiness of the people is the abolition of religion. All religions are founded on the fear of many and the cleverness of the few. All religion, my friend, is simply evolved out of fraud, fear, greed, imagination, and poetry. And my favorite, as I like to call myself, a recovering Catholic, religion is regarded by the common people as true, by the wise as false, and by the rulers as useful. Now, we can see that Karl Marx did not exactly have a very high opinion of religion. And yet, cultural Marxism, it's a philosophy that actually bears his name, is blamed for religion making advances, in particular a foreign religion, I suppose, Islamic religion, making inroads into European culture. Now, this is right up there with Orwellian classics like War is Peace and Freedom is Slavery. Marx is religion. It boggles the mind that there are people out there who apparently style themselves as intellectuals who seem to actually believe this. We've already established the fact that the cultural Marxists are alleged to have broken the link between Karl Marx and economics. Many cultural Marxists have come out and said exactly that. Now, to me, that is enough to make a mockery of the entire idea of cultural Marxism as a coherent philosophy and as a philosophy that can be sort of blamed for anything. But now we've got the idea that Marxism, some sort of Marxism, is responsible for the stealth Islamization of Europe, or perhaps the not stealth Islamization, the open Islamization of Europe or the West. Now, that's pretty darn far-fetched to say that Marxism promotes the spread of religion, when I think that Marx's point of view was pretty unambiguous on the subject. Just for good measure, I'll throw in another quote of Marx. It's also alleged that Islam is responsible for the subjugation of women. Well, here's just one quote of Karl Marx on that score. It's very anachronistic, and I don't mean it to be offensive to any feminists. Anyone who knows anything of history knows that great social changes are impossible without feminine upheaval. Social progress can be measured exactly by the social position of the fair sex, the ugly ones included. See what I mean? Even Marx himself could be politically incorrect. Now, what exactly this has to do with the creeping Sharia-ization of the West that the people who fear cultural Marxism, or if you ask me, have actually invented the whole idea and projected it on anyone they disagree with. What this has to do with Islam, or what it has in common with Islam, or what it has in common with cultural Marxism, rather, is quite beyond me. On the one hand, the cultural Marxists are blamed for putting women into hijabs, putting women into burqas, subjugating them, oppressing them, and at the same time this is all allegedly done in the name of Marxism. Again, I can't think of a case in the real world that gets more truly Orwellian than this whole cultural Marxism thing. It's the exact opposite of everything that Karl Marx taught. But that doesn't stop people from subscribing to the entire thing and blaming it, this gigantic straw man, on everything that they don't like about the way modern Western society is going. And I mean absolutely everything. Thank you.